Hi, my name is Rick Olderman. I am a physical therapist, and I wanted to talk today about relying on your spine images, for instance, MRIs or X-rays, in interpreting your back or sciatic pain. So let's get started. So there are a lot of studies out there that show that the images that you're seeing on your X-ray or MRI don't necessarily have to do with your back pain. Here's one in the American Journal of Neuroradiology back in 2015. And they came to the conclusion many imaging-based degenerative features are likely part of normal aging and unassociated with pain. And if you want to find that article, here's that information down here. So this little graphic to the right kind of shows what was found in this article. That here we have age down here, and we have percentage of degenerative changes that are occurring with no history of back pain. So when you're in your 20s, 30% of the population have changes on their X-rays or MRIs, but these people have no back pain. And as you can see, as we go up in age, more and more changes are occurring in the spine that are being picked up on MRIs or X-rays in people that have no history of back pain. So this is showing that as we age, we have normal degenerative changes in our spine, which may or may not have anything to do with our back pain. Here's another one I find fascinating. This is an asymptomatic person with spondylolisthesis, which is a fracture of the spine, and during pregnancy. And this was found in the Journal of Sports and Orthopedic Physical Therapy in 2010, and you can find that article here if you want to. Many with this condition maintain an active lifestyle with little, if any, limitations through conservative management. Now, here's the thing that I want to show you, this image. Here are the bones of the spine, the vertebrae, all right? Here they are coming down here, and then boom. They have completely shifted, almost completely. This is, I believe, a grade 4 spondylolisthesis. So this is almost completely shifted off of the pelvic bone or the sacrum. And here goes the sacrum, all continuing on all the way down. Now, here's the spinal column. This is what amazes me. Look at this, normal, normal, normal. And then when this migrates forward, boom, there's almost a complete claudication of the spinal cord and then continuing down to the sacrum. Folks, this is someone who has no back pain at all. And look at this major shift in their spine. I just find this fascinating. Okay, here's another one. Journal of Bone and Joint Surgery, the British volume in 1998. The frequency of all degenerative findings increased linearly with age. Pretty much what the previous or first article that we talked about found is that as we age, we have more and more degenerative findings. All right, and here's that article down here if you want to look it up. Here's another one, magnetic resonance imaging or MRI of the lumbar spine, which is the low back, in people without back pain. This is in the New England Journal of Medicine in 1994. Given the high prevalence of these findings and of back pain, the discovery by MRI of bulges or protrusions in people with low back pain may frequently be coincidental. That's their conclusion. And look, this goes all the way back to 1994. This is not new news. This kind of information has been around and continues to be around for decades now. And so this little image is showing a disc bulge here in a person with no back pain. Again, here's that article here. All right, so I guess my point is, not to jump to conclusions. And, when you see these images and you have back pain in that area, the easy conclusion to jump to is that change in your spine must be the cause of your back pain. But I want to challenge you in turning this on its head. What if the cause of your back pain was also the thing that's causing the change in your spine? Does that make sense? So those changes that you're seeing on your images are symptoms of a larger problem that's causing your back pain. I want you to think about this because all these studies are showing us that the changes aren't necessarily attributed to back pain or sciatic pain, okay? So if you're having back pain and you have these changes, then the thing that's causing your back pain may also be causing these changes. And frankly, I say this because I believe this is really what's going on with more chronic issues. Now, of course, with acute issues, and oftentimes surgeries do help significantly, but oftentimes you'll find that surgeries occur, pain is gone temporarily, and then it comes back. Well, what would explain the return of back pain after surgery? It's because the surgery didn't fix the thing that was originally causing the back pain and whatever change that happened to that spine. That's what I think is going on with a lot of this. So it's not, and I'm not down on surgeries at all. I think they're miracles for a lot of people when they are the correct solution. And I think too many people are jumping to that conclusion because they're in back pain, they're desperate to find a solution. They've been to many other practitioners, haven't gotten the solution, and so they think this surgery must be the solution for me, okay? Now, if you've listened to any other things I've talked about on any podcasts or any of my other videos, you'll see that I believe that the reason that you haven't been helped to this point is because of how we're trained in medicine, which is to identify tissues that are likely the cause, or tissues that are damaged or changed in some way. And when we find that tissue that has changed, we believe that that must be the tissue that needs to be treated. All right. I call this component thinking because really what medicine is about is reducing all the problems down to one or two tissues that are damaged. But what medicine is not doing well at is understanding why those tissues are damaged. You'll notice that when you talk to your doctor, physical therapist, chiropractor, massage therapist, whoever, about your pain or these changes that they're treating, if you ask them, but why did this thing happen? Most of them will shrug their shoulders. Oh, it could be this, it could be that. They really don't know. They don't know because they haven't tested why you're having pain, all right? And so when you get that response, that's just telling you, oh, they are component thinking. They are only treating the tissue that they're seeing as damaged, not the cause of that damage. Treating the cause of these damages are what I call systems thinking. And so often, usually, the cause is more of a systems problem. And with regards to back pain, it could be anything from the feet all the way up to the lower spine, even the rib cage. And understanding how this all works together as a system to create those changes and your pain is what my program and my books and all of the videos that I make are really all about. So I want you to please not jump to conclusions, however tempting it might be to assume that the change that you're seeing on your X-ray or MRI is the cause of your pain. Turn it on its head, and I challenge you to think that the thing that's causing your pain is also causing these changes in your spine. Okay, so what might those problems be that are causing your back pain and disc herniations or bulges or whatever? Well, you heard me mention that I believe that you have a systems problem. So a systems problem is really about understanding how we're moving, for instance, bending over, walking, standing, things like sleeping, sitting, all sorts of things, and understanding how those are affecting the back. And when we have faults in how we do things, then that creates tight or weak muscles, and then those put pressure on these tissues that are damaged. And here's a really easy way to figure this out, to understand what I'm saying. If you stand up right now, okay, so I'll stand up with you. We're going to stand up, put your hands on your low back muscles, all right? So my fingers are on my low back muscles here. If I raise one leg, you're going to feel that one side of your back muscles becomes tighter and the other side becomes looser. And you can march in place and feel this change in your low back muscles. All right? So this is showing that how you're using your legs has a lot to do with your back muscles. Now here's another one. Keep one hand on there, raise one arm up, and you'll feel the back muscles changing when you raise an arm up. You can change arms if you want to. All right? So this is showing that really, literally, everything that you're doing with your body is affecting your back. And so when someone is just looking at one specific tissue as the cause, end-all be-all cause of your back pain, I'm sorry, at least with chronic back pain or sciatic pain or SI joint or any other problem in the body, it's usually a systems problem that these people aren't looking for because they are component thinking, which is how we're trained in medicine, and not systems thinking. Okay? All right. Oh, I hope that helps you. I've got a new book coming out called Solving the Pain Puzzle: Cases from 25 Years as a Physical Therapist. And you can find that on my website, rickolderman.com. You can pre-order the book. I would love to become the first physical therapist on the New York Times bestsellers list. I think this is a fascinating book. I think you will learn a lot reading it. And most importantly, it will give you hope in solving your pain and where to look for other answers with your pain. Okay, so you can find that on my website at rickolderman.com. It's not only entertaining, it's really going to be packed with useful information for you. Okay. And there's a pre-order form that goes to the publisher. You just fill it out, and then you'll receive the book when it comes out. It's coming out in the spring of 2023. All right, and then also on my spine, I have home programs to help people solve pain. I've also got a bunch of free stuff on there. I've got free chapters from my book that you can read or listen to me read. I've got my blog on there and so forth. So lots of stuff there to help you learn more. And I just wish you the best, and I hope this little talk has helped you.